you have this is where I think I told you to tune in. Shuri and Tomoka versus Momo and Kid. This match was so fucking.
This was so excellent. Oh my god. Like, bro, if they're wrestling the tournament like the next like 3 matches we're gonna review, this tournament's gonna be fucking awesome. And I'm gonna be tuned in. As far as this match, or excuse me, the next 4 matches we're gonna talk about. I love Black Desire, West Coast, Team West Coast. And then I saw Shuri and Tomoka Inaba. This was like my first time seeing her.
No. This is she. Remember the girl that went to that draw where, with Hannah in the Futures Belt where she kept putting on that move. That's her.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is like your second or third time seeing her. Yeah.
And man, I'm very impressed. I like this felt like a main event. Like they wrestled this like it was like, you know, I did not like the finish though. They gave her that sick ass knee. I believe Starlight Kid, and she kicked out. And I was like, bro, that's like that's like a tag team finish. And then she kicked out, and then they went to the draw like seconds later. I was like, I felt robbed. But
this is how I see it, right? At the start of the match, Tomoka, like you look at Tomoka in her size, and like she's small, like she's like the size of Kid, like that 5 foot nothing range. And like you look at her, and she looks like she could be like, she looks like if Starlight Kid and Micah had like some type of relative, or like if there was like some type of disrelation between Micah and Kid, and like what they would look like, like what that person would look like, it would look like Tomoka. So like Tomoka is, I think she's 19 or 20, and she wants, you know, another 5 foot nothing 20-year-old, but clearly Kid's a bigger star, so Kid like gets in the ring, teasing, and gets out, and so they start with Shuri and Momo. Shuri and Momo just do what they always do, where they kick each other's ass, and it's awesome. And then they, you know, Momo tries to kick with Shuri. Shuri just, you can't do that. And then like they get it, Tomoka gets in and she tries to like kick like she's Shuri. And then Momo's like, look, Shuri has tons of skills and resourceful, and like she can do a million things, but like so you can't just zero in and say I'm not gonna let her kick me. But like you're younger, so you're not as skilled as like me, as like the top of this promotion or the top of the Joshi world. So like I'll be damned if like your biggest gun is like you be able to kick somebody with a PK and like you can light me up. So they take her leg out, and like from, you know, a lot of the matches like them working over her leg, and sure you have to make plays to keep this shit back on balance and keep it on track while Tomoka's fighting from underneath, and it's awesome. And then as you mentioned, like they get this spot where like Shuri lifts up I think it's Kid in like a flapjack position, holds, and like she lets her go, and like she just drops, and then like Tomoka hits this like jumping knee strike. They just fucking destroys Kid, and Kid kicks it too. And then they keep going from there. But like it was an awesome match. Like I ended up giving this 4 flat. A lot of people like have this at like 4 1/4, and I ain't mad at them. Like this match was a blast, and like I thought that it established it like Tomoka is really good for her experience level. She's not at the level of, you know, like the regulars, but like she can get there, and she has tons of heart to hold on to survive like pain and anguish. I thought the draw did something for her, being in there and going down that closing stretch with Kid in that way.
Yeah, I was into this. I'd probably go like 4 or 4 1/4.
Yeah. So then you had the kicking and the striking and the technical expertise of someone like a Kid, and someone like a Momo, and someone like a Shuri. And then we said, all right, we had a bunch of chisels in the ring. Get that shit the hell out the way. Time for the sledgehammers and bludgeons. They brought out Micah and Himeka to go out against Ami and Mirai. And
bro, I saw that graphic pop up, and I had to freeze and take a picture and send it to the group immediately, along with like cheering and happiness and like, oh, it's about to go down.
So, in a New Japan type fashion, they didn't announce a couple matches on this card because of the Momo and Mayu match and the Himeka and Utami match. So once Utami and Mayu advanced, that's when they announced the two matches that we just discussed, or the match we just discussed and the match we're about to discuss. And I had totally it slipped my mind that they were in the same block. I don't know why, but like, the a pay-per-view back in August, I think this match was supposed to happen. It was going to be like a de facto number one contender match that I thought that Mahime was going to win, and then that was going to lead them to then go and face Tamatpoi on like the pay-per-view where the tag team match main evented. I thought that was going to be the match, right? And I was pissed that, like, Kyrie got in COVID jail and it fucked up everything. I was like, damn, man, I really wanted to see this match. And then lo and behold, like, well, if this goes the way I want it to go, like, we'll get that match like after Mahime wins the tag league or whatever else. But it'll be all good then. But they had this match, Mirai and Ami versus Mahime, and like I've been saying this for a few weeks now. It's like, what's better than one Mahime? Two Mahimes.
Bro, the bell rang and they just started running into each other.
They just start fucking colliding, and it was so awesome. They just kept ramming into each other until
it looked like offensive and defensive linemen.
Yes, and like ultimately at the end, like Mirai and Micah get sent flying out the ring, and then what's left is the two fucking giants, and then they start thumping and going at it. And basically from there, like whoever started losing, the other person's tag partner would come in, even the odds. They would tag out, and then it would be same cycle over and over and over. And it was fast paced and fun. And like I really enjoyed like the time I got of seeing Mirai and Micah in the ring together. Ultimately, the closing stretch ends up being Ami and Micah, and Micah rocks her with the I forgot what she rocked her with, but she ended up finishing her off with at the end with a Michinoku driver. And this match was just a delight to watch. And given this 3 3/4, I just and like I know, like, it, over time and more time and like more experience, like their matches in the future will be better than this. This is the beginning. I'm just happy to see this. It really was.
I think I'm gonna start driving the Mariah agenda just to stick it to him a little bit.
Yeah. Do we need to talk about that right now, or do we? Because
I think we can save it for a bigger.
Okay.
Spot.
Okay. We see you 3-4 people on Cage Match. I'll just leave it at that. So
up next,
yeah,
it's time for the execution of Natsupoi in this. This match is for Velkej. This match is for Rich Latta. Mafia Bella stomped walked the dog with these cosmic aunties. Man, the entrances.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. The entrances. It looked like a bunch of hard shit against a bunch of soft shit. A bunch of darkness against a bunch of light. A bunch of swag, I would say, against like I don't know what to describe Kazuki. Regalness, I'll say. And they came out here. Donna Del Mondo like basically come out with the yin and the yang versions of the outfits. They take it off and they look like they dress as like, as the Rhythm Nation out here. I immediately wanted to nominate them for best dress, or Julia at least. And then this is an awesome match. There were plenty of spots here where they were just putting it on Natsupoi, and once again, Natsupoi quit. I loved it. I loved it. I've been waiting for Tekla to come back. Tekla looked great. Julia looked great. Their double team moves looked awesome that they were brutalizing Natsupoi with. I've been waiting for a match like this to see the brutalization, of Don Mondo on Natsupoi.
So during one of the house shows, they did a Cosmic Angels match, I think with Mina in there instead of Waka versus um yeah, yeah, it was Mina in there and it was Julia, Himeka, and Mai. And when they got to Nasupoi and Himeka, oh my god. Oh my god. Like you you cannot like when you know like it would be like if you watched like Sean screwed over Diesel and it made Diesel like the maddest he's ever been and he was fucking unstoppable giant and then somehow Sean fought fucking back and like was fucking German suplexing Diesel around like it when I say it in that way, it sounds fucking preposterous. But somehow these two pulled it off because they're that damn good together in like the story and like their friendship. You could tell like it's so believable, like how hurt Himeka was and all that kind of shit, and how like and that's way is leveled up by moving on. But that's a side note. Like if you ever have time, go back and check that. It's somewhere between the somewhere between like October 8th and I think it's like an October 16th show, I think, but whatever. To this match, Nasupoi, like when Nasupoi left or turned on Don Mondo, like Tekla was the one that like broke down and cried, and like Julia had to like console her when they were walking off, and like that was a play on like when Mai left Cosmic Angels for Donna Del Mondo and like Waka was inconsolable and Tam walked off with her. And like it was well earned because like the about a month before the turn, they had put Nasupoi and Tekla together as like the speedster tag team on the undercards of these Road to shows, and they were a blast to watch. They were a blast. I wanted them to get a tag match against FWC. That's how much I liked them. So, you know, Tekla's been hurt and she's finally back. And like, Tekla's not, she's hurt, but she's not like seeking vengeance in the way that like Himeka is, right? She's just like, I'm hurt. I still care for you and I want the best for you, but you really hurt my feelings. And damn, but like, this is just a match and I know her feelings. But like, the thing is, Nasupoi is incredibly guilty of like feels incredible guilt about like how her friend feels about it.
She should.
But like it's not the same, but it's not like she doesn't feel this way when like she has faced Julia, like even in the Grand Prix back at the end of August, or even when she went face to face with Omega for the first time a couple weeks ago or a week ago. Like it's a special kind of guilt. Like I have no answer. She like when she looks at Tekla in the ring, she looks like she's ashamed of herself. Like that's the best I can explain it. And through this match, like Tam is trying to like kind of get her to snap out of it at points, and she does. They don't do the whole like I can't function. They wrestle and throw down, obviously, but like you can see, but it's like the good melodrama has negative connotation, but like it's the drama that's just like really good and the action is incredible, and then like you get, you know, obviously you have Tam and Julia in there, and they're, you know, they'll always welcome a chance to beat the fuck out of each other. But like at the end, you end up with Julia in there with Nasupoi. Tam can't make a play to save her. Tekla has her hauled off, and Julia slaps on like an Indian death lock, and then from the Indian death lock, like slaps on the guillotine, and Nasupoi has no choice but to tap out. But like, there's a bunch of stuff I'm leaving out, like double dives off to the floor and stuff and everything. But like, this match was awesome. I thought about giving it 4. I don't know, but like, it's around that. This match was really, really good, like really good emotion, great drama. If you like been following the promotion, like when people say like, you know, this company can't tell stories, this is the kind of shit I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is awesome. What are you gonna give this?
I would probably say like 3 3/4 or 4.
Yeah.
I'm still baffled that people think Stardom doesn't tell stories.
It's a lot of it's Blanche. They do stuff like it's really weird. It's hard to explain. I don't know. Like it's a complaint that you hear from a lot of like I don't know mad people that are upset that like they've been successful and like the rest of the Joshi landscape has I don't know suffered or struggled post pandemic or whatever else. So they're making it so that they're you know we don't want these people to make money and be exposed, that part of it. And then there's also the part where it's like
God.
Japanese wrestlers, they don't tell stories. That's also that part that's inherent in it too, where it's like get fucked. So for me, like I'm always like rumbling like, bro, this is awesome. Like I don't care, I don't know. I feel like people are missing out that are like just like pro wrestling or just like simple storytelling of that's human. Um or you
Man.
know, of the human condition or drama of that. Like it's soap opera stuff and it's so good.
I feel like we're running like long, or else I would like completely deconstruct that fallacy. Maybe
Yeah.
like next week or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So next match after that, FWC versus 7 Up, Hazuki and Guma versus Nanai and you. And I feel like this was like a breakout, like a breakout performance type of thing for you. Like I've seen you in a bunch of tag matches, and she's always really good in tag matches. She's also really good in short singles matches and undercard stuff. And like her power stuff and the way that like FWC and Guma sold for her, like they were trying to get her over. And I think they did a really good job at it. And I think Nanai came in with Hazuki and like she
Bro,
bumped her ass off
from their exchange in the corner on, like this is a lightning fast, like incredibly well sequenced match, subverting your expectations. I was watching this, I was like, bro, I know Nanai's not about to get pinned. Like, but like I was seeing it, I was like, bro, I think FWC is gonna win, and then like they pull it like right off the table where you realize, oh, they're fucking losing. Like as soon as you hits like that cannonball in the corner,
Yep.
it's a wrap like from there. But this was also another banger right here. I'd probably go 4 on this one.
I go 3 3/4 on this. But yeah, like it was just really good and like another really good Nanai match in Stardom. What do you know?
Man,
And I know. Look,
is Nene coming to play?
look, Nanai's always like good in tags, so it's like I don't know if people. I know people just don't like the idea of this, like the average age of like the invading faction, the new Neo Stardom Army thing or whatever else, and I think that's fair. And like you watch, you know, the semi-main event and you see Al female, I don't think she has anything to offer Stardom really, but like you's fucking good. She's always been fucking good. Nanai, she's always been fucking good. People hate her, but she's always been fucking good. Yuna Manase, I can see why people have problems with Yuna Manase, whatever else. But like she's a Stardom original. She trained Natsupoi, she trained Tam. They're in Stardom now. They're 2 of the biggest stars in the company. It's people are going to get in. It is what it is, and I think you can hide. I think you can like make it work around her in tags when she's like going to be probably number 3 in a faction. So I think it's fine. But people, you know, it ain't exactly down to Mondo. I will agree with them on that. Like when they came in with Shuri and Julia and Micah, I think that's fair. But like that's a high bar. So yeah, some main event.